everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today's video I want to show you lots of cleaning products that I use at the moment, as well as a big haul of things that I have just got. I just thought it would be interesting to show you some things that I am really loving and the things that I kind of have in the cupboard, as well as things that I have heard good things about and ways in which you can use them. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoy things like home and interiors and cleaning, then make sure you hit subscribe, because those are the kind of videos I like to make, as well as vlogs, family and lifestyle stuff, beauty, fashion and everything else in between. So without further ado, I will show you the things that I currently have in my cleaning basket. These little cleaning baskets you can pick up from B&M, Home Bargains, those kind of shops, and actually this one was from Poundland, so you don't really need to spend a lot of money to get something like this. So in here I've got a whole collection of different items, but ones that I have found have been like go-tos for me. So first up we've got this Sif cream with microcrystals. This is something that we've always had in the home growing up. It used to be Jif, if you remember, but my mum has always used this for cleaning things like the bathroom, the plastic on the bath, any kind of surfaces that don't have food on it. So things like taps, your bathroom, your hob. It's really good because it kind of manages to sort of exfoliate the dirt off because of the microparticles, and you can generally pick this up for about £1, or this bigger one like this will be about £1.50 or £2. This for me is a new one, but I have been speaking about it a lot online. This is the M&S Floral Burst Multi-Purpose Cleaner, and it's all natural, so you can use it in areas that you prepare food or high chairs or anything your kids might come into contact with, because the ingredients in it are non-toxic. So it's really good for that. You can get a couple of different fragrances in this. You can get a citrus one and then also the floral one, but they're good, and also the price point's amazing. They're only 89p a bottle, so kind of a dupe for the Method stuff. And I am doing a video all about cleaning dupes, ones that are kind of more cost effective versus ones that are a bit more pricey but are still obviously really good. So this is definitely a little dupe for the Method spray, and I highly recommend. Another product that I love is the Method glass cleaner. So this one here is in the fragrance mint, so it's really refreshing, very strong, and because I have got tiny fingerprints all over the place, I use a lot of this stuff. I actually bought a whole bunch of Method sprays on eShow. I'm sure that's how you say the brand name, but it's basically a shop that has like a kind of wholesale approach to selling products. So you can go in there and get like 4 or 5 different spray bottles at a cheaper price because you're buying in bulk. This one is a bit of a Hinge favourite, but this is the Flash Bathroom. So it's kind of strange because it's like a kind of liquid that you just spray everywhere using this little nozzle. People use this a lot on their baths and their shower trays, and you just need to kind of dribble some on, work it in with some water and a sponge or a scourer or whatever you like to use, and then just rinse it off again. But the smell of it is amazing. It is infused with the Febreze Fabric Fresh, so it smells gorgeous. It's really fresh, and this will probably be about £2 in the shops, or you can also sometimes pick up in Poundland. This one is an absolute favourite of mine. You will probably have seen me use this in every single bathroom clean video that I've ever made. But this is the Astonish Mold and Mildew Blaster. What this does is takes away the black mould that grows on the silicone that kind of seals around your baths and your shower trays. It is amazing. If you use this really often, then you will never get that build-up of black. Sometimes plastics are too far gone and you need to basically take off the sealant and dry it and then reseal it again. But if you use something like this on a new bathroom or a bathroom that doesn't have the mould just yet, then it definitely keeps it at bay. And if you do have mould issues on tiles, then this stuff will get it off. It's amazing. The only thing is, it is very highly chemical based. It does smell like chlorine from the swimming pool, but you don't have to actually touch it. You just spray it, leave it and then rinse it, so you don't need to scrub it. So yeah, sometimes you have your chemicals there for a reason, just to get rid of bad bacteria, but yeah, definitely small doses, and I would use this maybe just once a week. Still talking about bathrooms, one of my favourite bathroom sprays for spraying down the tiles or spraying down any of the areas that we touch is the Method Anti-Bac Bathroom Cleaner in Watermint. It smells completely different from the mint window cleaner. It is absolutely gorgeous, but what I love about this is when you spray it and leave it, it goes a bit thicker, so it really grabs all the dust around the back of the taps and on the sink and on your windowsill and any of the areas that you just really want to get clean. So this is again another must-have from me. I've got one of the Vax carpet cleaners, but I know it says inside of it, don't use any other products that are not Vax approved. But the Vax products are pretty expensive and I can't afford to use them all the time because they're so costly. But actually the 1001 carpet cleaner is just as good. So I use this in my machine. I actually use more than recommended. It says use 4 capfuls per 1 litre of warm water. I'm pretty sure I'd probably use about double that. It shampoos your carpet, gets rid of the dirt, and it also gives it a kind of like nice freshness. A lot of the carpet cleaners I've used previously don't make your carpet soft again, but this does. So yeah, I really enjoy that. Doesn't smell the best, it's just a kind of regular fragrance, but if you were to put a little capful of Zoflora in there, then it is definitely a good one to use. Yeah, it's not the best, but it does the job. Again, you can pick this up in places like B&M, Home Bargains, and it's really cheap, about £1.99. If you guys follow me for a while, then you'll have heard me speak about this. It is the Airwick Pure Air Freshener. I love this for a few reasons. Firstly, because the fragrances are so strong. It's just, I'm the kind of person that stands like this and sprays air freshener forever. Fraser goes off his head. But I love this because it has no added water, so it's literally just the fragrance. But what I like about that is it doesn't stick to your carpet or your surfaces and make everything all wet and spoiled. It just gives you the burst of freshness into the air that you need, and you actually don't need to use that much of it. But of course, I still stand like this the whole time. This one is in the fragrance Soft Cotton, but there's also another few ones that I like, including the Citrus Burst one, and I also love the Patchouli one as well. If you have got a stainless steel, then I'm telling you, you need to buy this. There is a reason why when this goes out of stock, it sells for £10 a bottle on Amazon, because it is literally life-changing. We have a big stainless steel back on our hob, so we have like a massive area of stainless steel, and if we don't have anything to make it completely smear-free, then it is like a huge area of the room that just looks really untidy. This stuff is incredible. So all you have to do is spray this on the area once you've actually cleaned it properly. So you would need to use like an antibacterial spray to clean back your hob or whatever. All you have to do is spray it, clean it, and then put this stuff on it. And then rather than using a damp cloth to clean that off, if you use some dry kitchen towel, not a lot, just 2 pieces will do, and just kind of like go in a circular motion, you will literally have not a single smear anywhere. It's great for your sink as well. I also have a stainless steel sink. So yeah, really love this stuff, and it is £1.99 when you can find it in B&M and Home Bargains. Something that I tend to pick up every single time I go into Home Bargains are these microfiber glass cloth wipes. They are fantastic and they're only 39p each. What you do is, it says one side polishes and one side cleans, but to be honest I can't tell which side does what, but these little cloths are very good for cleaning windows, glass, mirrored furniture, mirrors, TV screens, computer screens, anything that's shiny, chrome, legs on your tables, all that kind of stuff. This is what you want. You could even use it just to clean down like your bathroom taps. It's an incredible cloth and it's only 40p. I think I must have gone through about 20 of them by now because they're so good, and Fraser finds them really good for the car. So they basically don't have any sort of like microfiber type of fibres coming off it, so anything that you wipe down is left completely streak free. Really good, and again for 40p you really can't go wrong. Now the next lot of stuff here is all purchases I have made today, so some of them are things that we just needed to buy more of in the home, things that we already normally buy anyway, and a couple of them are new, so I will tell you which is which when we go through it. The next thing I want to talk about is Zoflora. As you can see, I bought quite a lot. I absolutely love Zoflora. I've always loved it ever since we moved out of our family homes and into our first flat. I didn't really know how to use it when we first kind of moved out, but now that I know so many ways to use it, I kind of find it one of those products that as soon as we've run out of it, I don't really have anything else that comes close to using it. So the first one I wanted to show you was this one. Obviously we have a pet, we've got a dog, Lola, who is snoring in the corner at the moment, but this is a more expensive Zoflora, firstly because it's bigger, and secondly because it is suitable for using around your pets. This is in the fragrance Mountain Air. I was going to open it, but they all look exactly the same. It is a huge bottle, but the fragrance is amazing. It's arguably one of my favourite Zoflora scents, but what I love about it is because I can use it around the dog and I can use it in her bed, it's just really much safer than using any of the other products. The other ones I'll tend to use in places that she doesn't really go to, but yeah, this one is a really good one if you have animals at home. I also got 2 of the NYX size of Zoflora's. Lemon Zing, which I've never had before, but it's very, very fresh and I like it for spring. I also think it'd be lovely to use in the bathrooms. And then I've also got Summer Breeze, which is again another favourite. I just finished this one the other day, so I had to replace it. I got Bouquet, which is not my favourite, but I'm going to do a whole video speaking about Zoflora fragrances. And then I've got Lavender Escape, which I've never used. Country Garden, which is again another favourite of mine. Twilight Garden, which I have never tried. And then Linen Fresh, which is probably a real staple, but I've been trying all the other ones for so long now that it's been a while since I actually bought this one, so I'm looking forward to trying that one again. If like me, you have bought Zoflora and don't realise how many ways you can use it, I've actually made a video all about that where there are 18 different ways I show you how you can use Zoflora. So if you'd like to see that, I will link it below, or there'll be a card somewhere on the screen that you can click and you can watch that video as well. Next up, I've got some bicarbonate of soda. Actually, again, there are so many ways you can use it. If you're interested in me doing a video all about the ways that I find out you can use soda crystals, then please let me know and I will make one. But this was probably about £1. Yeah, they're all natural and very, very useful for in the home. I got a pack of these £1 Dettol wipes just to keep upstairs in the bathroom drawer. I just think it'd be easy to just grab a wipe some days and just kind of go over the sink and the toilet, and then obviously like the other areas of the bathroom that might gather some dust, rather than having to go downstairs and grab the basket and go up with it. Just having a wipe sometimes is really handy, even for just doing the taps and making sure there's no watermarks on them. So they are 36 in a pack and they were £1. Next I've got some Astonish. They are a British brand and they're also vegan, I see at the top here as well. They've had a Good Housekeeping Institute approved badge on their stuff since 2018. You can basically just use this on places like your hob to just kind of clean it up and get all of the kind of dirty marks away before you were to use your sieve. Although we've been using them for years, I've never actually used this, so I will let you know on Instagram stories what my thoughts are. Here I've got some Harpic Active Fresh for the toilet. This is in the fragrance Moods and Pine, which is definitely one of my favourite scents. I find as soon as I use this in the toilets that the whole room smells amazing, and it definitely does the job as well. Next I have 2 bottles of fabric softener. Although I do experiment with fabric softener, I tend to always go back to this one. This is the Comfort Creations Honeysuckle and Sandalwood fabric softener, and as soon as I make any of our clothes smell like this, it lasts for ages. So it lasts well beyond the point where you need to wash them again. It's a really gorgeous scent, and actually what I like to do with this is put it into a spray bottle with some water and then spray down some of my fabrics as well. So yeah, a gorgeous fragrance, and it's only £1.99 per bottle. And still on the subject of laundry items, I picked up this, which I've never tried before. This is the Surf Liquid Detergent in Coconut Bliss. It got a Good Housekeeping Award this year, and it says here that it's super concentrated with an intense burst of fragrance, which it definitely does because I smelled it in the shop and it smells fantastic. It's like a pina colada if you like those kind of fragrances. But it says it does 25 washes, so you must only need a small capful of this in your wash, which I'm all about, especially for storage purposes. If I have a huge big detergent bottle, I find it really difficult to store, so we have a small cupboard next to our washing machine and tumble dryer, which this will just like perfectly fit into. Like I mentioned before, we have a dog, Lola, who is a little bit incontinent. She's getting older now, so sometimes she has like a little mess in the carpet by accident. It's tiny. It's always like a little kind of like penny sized mark that she leaves, but it's manageable by doing things like keeping her bed on the tiles and washing her bed only. But sometimes it's very unavoidable that she'll maybe do like a small accident on the carpet, which isn't great, and it's not something I like to admit, but it's just unfortunately part and parcel of having a dog and having a dog that gets older. It's not her fault, it's not like a behavioural issue, it's just something that she can't help. So the things that we can do to help are buying things like this. So this is the Flash surface cleaner for eliminating pet odours. So I'm planning on using this in the carpet and also on the area that her bed lies on the tiles, because of course if she's having an accident on there, it'll then go on the tile, and I don't want that to like smell. It's a huge paranoia of ours that we worry that the house smells like that. So I got this, it was £1.99, and again, I know a lot of you, since I've spoke about this on Instagram, have said you have the same issue with your pet, so I will let you know how I got on with that one. And another spray I have here for fabrics is the Febreze Fabric Lenore Gold Orchid. Now, I use Lenore Gold Orchid softener for our clothes, So having it in a spray bottle for using on like curtains, upholstery, any soft furnishings really, is kind of basically like me diluting it in the water. It's kind of like a vanilla type scent but a bit more sweet, and I really like it. Now this was $1.99 for this bottle, only because it's bigger, so it's 500ml, and you really don't need a lot because you don't want to be making those surfaces too damp. But yeah, again, a new product, a new purchase, so again I'll let you know how I got on with it. I'm planning on spraying my artificial flowers with this as well, so they don't have that horrible dusty smell. So yeah, that is one of the reasons why I got this. Now this product was a recommendation from my friend Ailey. We had a bit of an iron brew spillage on the carpet in here, and she said the best thing that she thinks could kind of bring that stain out would be using this. So this again has got like another award on it here. It's got the Which Best Buy Carpet Stain Removers for 2018. So it's basically like the reigning champion of stain removal at the moment. It is amazing. So it's got this brush on the top which screws off, and then underneath what you have to do is put like a hole in the middle of this to allow the liquid to come through, and then the sponge in the middle kind of makes the solution a bit more foamy, and then the bristles you kind of work into the stain. So if you spill things on your carpet like juice or wine or anything really, this will take it out. Even marks, like for example if you've got just a dirty stain in the carpet from shoes or something, this will get it off, definitely. It's $2.99 I believe, or maybe even less than that, but it's definitely something that every single person should have in their cupboard for emergency purposes. I know this one is a bit of a kind of hit and miss with people, but I actually do like it. This is the Blue Foam Aroma. It's the fragrance powder for just basically cleaning your toilet. It's got good lime scale removal action, and I find it very easy to use in my house, just because what I normally do is when I clean the bathrooms I do them all at the same time. So what I tend to do is put a capful of this in every toilet and then go back to the start again and start cleaning them, and by the time I've done that I find that the toilet is much kind of cleaner and fresher and just easier to work with really. So yeah, I really like this. I don't use a lot of it, but one of the tips apparently is to kind of pour it from a height. I think maybe Mrs. Hinch is the one that's done this idea, but if you pour it from a height you actually get a better foam on it. So yeah, I really like this. It foams up in the toilet when the powder hits the water and just tries to clear the bowl, and yeah, just any build up of like lime scale or whatever, lovely stuff, will disappear with the use of this. It's $1.99 and this is in the fragrance Ocean Mist, but you can also get a pink one which is like some kind of flowery scent. Another item that I'm looking forward to trying is the Cif Perfect Finish Mold Remover. Now I know that I use the Astorish one, but because the Cif stainless steel cleaner is so good, I wanted to try the rest of that range. So yeah, I'll let you know how I got on with this one, but if it's anything to go by with the other Cif product, then it should be good. And then the last few things that I have aren't exactly cleaning products, but they're definitely part of my cleaning routine, and that is wax melts. Now I use a lot of kind of local business for wax melts, but if I'm in Home Bargains and I need to just pick some up, then I will get these ones. I don't tend to get the Wickford & Co ones because I don't think they're as strong as the Air Pure ones. These ones are the French vanilla wax melts. They always have these ones in stock, and luckily they're really nice. My favourite ones they've ever done, it was at Christmas. They brought out some frankincense ones and they smelled like really expensive perfume. And then they've got these ones here which are Tahitian Sunset wax melts, and they're like in a pink colour, which is not like my favourite colour to have in a wax melt. I prefer them just being plain white, just so you don't really see them on the wax burner. But these are only £1 each, and it's 150 hours worth of fragrance per pack. 8 little wax melts in there, and it's up to 150 hours of fragrance per pack. So really nice. I always say this, but if you were to buy one of these wax melt burners, which is $1.99 from Home Bargains, it gives off a lovely light as well because it's got the little holes cut out. But if you get one of them, a pack of these, a nice box, some tea lights, it's always a lovely present to give somebody. So yeah, these in here, this is actually from my office because I don't have a wax burner in there, and I spend so much time in there that I wish I did. So I thought I would treat myself and pick one up and just have something in there that I can use to light candles, because I'm definitely not lighting as many actual candles as I used to, just because of the emissions in the house. but I find using a tea light and a wax melt is giving me the same kind of fragrance that I want in the house without the same kind of smoke damage that you get on the walls. And while I was there, I thought I would pick up a couple of diffusers. Now this is the vanilla and cashmere one, and then I also have the pink rhubarb and pear. So these are from Home Bargains and they're really cheap, but I just thought it'd be good to have a couple of these in the home just to kind of give a nice fragrance overall. We do have a diffuser from NYX, which is just beside me here, which is the Milan one, and it's the only one I've actually tried from NYX. We've only ever had the Milan one, and in fact I'm pretty sure we had one that was called, was it Beverly Hills or something like that. It was really nice as well, so it'll be interesting to see if these can kind of match up to that. But yeah, the vanilla and cashmere one, and then the pink rhubarb and pear. I've had the pink rhubarb and pear candle before, so I know what I'm in for. It's a lovely fragrance, but hopefully these are as strong as I hope they are. So guys, that is the end of my cleaning product show and tell and haul. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know any products that you use that you just couldn't live without in the comments, because I always find it so interesting knowing what other people use to clean their home. Definitely makes the job a lot easier if you have something that actually works, especially a couple of like my absolute diehards like this stuff saving lives, and like this stuff making the cleaning a lot easier after dinner time. Yeah, just interesting to know what other people use. And if you'd like me to do like a compare of some of the things that I've got that are the same, like for example the mold and mildew remover from Sif and then the same one from Astonish, then I'm happy to do that and see which one fares best. But anyway, I'm going to go just now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.